Hello, and thank you for checking out this overview demo of MLS Offers. MLS Offers is an agent-to-agent communication platform. By putting the listing agent in control of the offer process, we ensure that they receive all their offers across all their listings in one location and uniform format. This allows for easy offer review, reply, and team collaboration. As you will see, all offer terms, documents, and back and forth correspondence between agents is easily shared and managed in the professional, organized, and secure online offer environment that we provide. So let's jump into an account and see how easy it is to add your listings and start receiving offers on them. This is the homepage dashboard that you will log into with your MLS Offers account. To add a listing, you're just going to click on this listing section here, and then you're going to click on this Add Listing button. It's going to pop up this form here. You're just going to fill out the details of your offer. It takes less than a minute to add a listing. Then you click Add button down here, and the listing will be added to your account. In some markets, MLS Offers is connected with MLSs, which allows us to receive listing feeds from them. If this is the case in your market, under your settings, you will see an Add MLS Connection area where you'll be able to select your MLS and enter your credentials to connect to the feed. If you don't see that section, that means that we are not connected to the MLS in your market. But like I said, don't worry about that. If we're not, you could just click this Add Listing button and add your listings easily that way. If you do set up an MLS connection in your settings, you will get this Import from MLS button. You'll be able to click on that. You'll be able to select the MLS that you connected to, and then you'll see your listings right here in this nice table. Then you'll be able to import each one of them by clicking this Import button, and that will bring them into your account. Once you add listings to the system, you're going to see all the ones that you've added here. You'll see some information about them, and you'll be able to see how many offers you have in on each of them. So let's jump into one of these records and see just how easy it is to start receiving offers on your listing. So let's look at this Sunset Road one. We jump into this. What you're going to want to do is take this link that we provide here. This is your offer link for this property. Each listing you add to the system will get its own unique offer link. You're going to want to take this and paste it into your MLS offer instructions. This is usually in agent-to-agent remarks or broker remarks or whatever's customary in your market. So you're going to paste that in there and instruct buyers agents to click on that link to make an offer. Alternatively, you can send them directly to mlsoffers.com, and once they come to our homepage, they can click this Make an Offer link up here, and they'll be able to search for the property by the MLS number or by the property address and submit an offer to you that way. So once this link is clicked in the MLS by a buyer's agent, it will take them to a page that looks like this. This is an offer overview page. This is where they're going to see some details about the property. They're going to see the listing agent's information over here, and they're going to be able to click Make an Offer. Then optionally, they'll be brought to this page. I say optionally because this is an offer instruction page, and listing agents can add this to their listing if they want, or they can choose not to. But if they have offer instructions or any documents they want the buyer's agent and the buyer to have and see before the offer is actually submitted, they can add this page here. And once the buyer's agent reviews any instructions that are left for them or any documents that are attached for them, they could click Continue to Offer Form. And then they will be brought to this page where we ask them to fill out this short offer form with all the most important terms of the offer. They could add contingencies here as well. They could add multiple contingencies by clicking the plus button. And then they're going to type a message to the listing agent, just as if they were sending an email, and then they're going to attach their actual documentation below. So no offer can be submitted through our system without the actual offer documentation being attached down here. So most likely they're going to include their purchase agreement and any other supporting docs that they have for their offer, just as if they were emailing their offer, like I said. So let's populate this. So now I've populated all these fields here. So now we've got all the offer terms inputted. We have our message to the listing agent ready to go, and our document, our PDF file is attached here. And then we're going to come down here, we're going to click this Submit Offer button. And by doing that, it's going to process quickly, and then we're going to get this confirmation here. So it tells us we were successful in submitting our offer. Once I do that, I know as the buyer's agent that my offer has been successfully submitted, so I don't have to bother following up with the list agent to ask them if they received the offer or anything like that. It also places me directly into my account. And I could click on this buyers tab here and see any offers that I've submitted through MLS Offers, and this is where I'll be able to find my offer that I just submitted, and I'll be able to amend my offer if I need to, or communicate with the listing agent, send messages back and forth and all that. So all that is done through MLS Offers, and no need to do it through email anymore. Everything will be done in this one location. So now if I'm back on the listing agent's side, you'll see now that it's telling me I have one new message on one of my listings. That's going to be the new offer that we just submitted. I will also have received an email notification with full details of the offer. It'll have all the offer terms and documents in that email, which makes it nice for me to be able to just easily forward that over to my seller to review. But I'm going to want to log into my account and check it out. So I'm going to come here and click listings. I can see now that my Sunset Road listing is bold and it has a 1 next to it, indicating that I have one new message on this listing. So I'll be able to click into that record now and actually review the offer in detail. I see my offer is down here. I see the buyer's agent's name. It's a new offer status. I see the current offer price being offered by the buyer, and that it's a cash offer. So I can click into that record. And down here now I see the buyer's agent's information up here, buyer's names. This section here is called current offer terms. This is where I am going to see all of the actual most recent offer terms being presented to me. As we go back and forth through negotiations, this section will change to always show the most current offer terms being presented by either party. So once we counter this will update to my counter information, or if the buyer amends their offer, this will update to show the buyer's amended offer. And you can see everything is time and date stamped here, which is nice to keep a good record of what's going on with your offer. Down below, the message from the buyer's agents down here, so I can click on that. You actually see the message that they sent me, and I can see their offer documentation right here. Now once I've reviewed this offer with my seller, I have certain actions I can take as the listing agent. I can counter this offer. I can send a message only back to the buyer's agent. I can accept the offer, I could reject the offer, or I can request a highest and best by a certain date. So let's quickly take a look at what it looks like to counter an offer. When I click that counter offer selection, I'm going to get all the terms are going to pop up in this form here, and I could easily counter any of the terms. So let's say we want to counter this one back here at this price, and it'll immediately turn orange just to indicate that I've successfully countered that term. And let's say that's the only term that we want to counter. I could click next, and every message or every action taken through our system requires a message to be included with it. We give you some default text here, but this could easily be edited to anything you would like it to be. And then you could upload your supporting documentation here. So if this was a true counter, we would probably upload a copy of the purchase agreement with the changes to the price that we just made and our seller's initials next to that. But for the sake of time, we'll skip that, but we'll click send here, and that's going to go right back over to the buyer's agent. They're going to get a notification letting them know that they have a new counter offer. And if I go back into the buyer's agent's account and take a look at it on their side, you can see now that they have one new message on their buyer's side. So now I'm looking at this as the buyer's agent. So I click into my buyers. I can see that right here. I can see all the offers I've submitted through this system, and I can pick this one out. I have a new message on it. I can come down here. I can see the message from the listing agent. I can read it here. You can see the offer terms have updated. The term that was countered was the offer price, so that's highlighted. So it's easy for me as a buyer's agent to pick out what terms were changed. I could see what was countered, the price, very easily here. And then once I review this with my buyer, obviously, I have certain actions I can take on my side. I can amend the offer terms. I can send a message only back to the listing agent. I could agree to these counter terms, or I could withdraw my offer. So you could see how easily this could go back and forth on both sides. You can counter and amend the offers back and forth, send messages back and forth, and all that until you reach either acceptance or have the offer rejected. All the messages will continue to be added here as you go back and forth with the most recent message listed first. So now if I jump back over into that listing agent's account, I'll show you guys a couple more things here. If I go back to all my listings and I want to look at, let's say I want to look at this Main Street listing here. This one's already contingent, so I just want to quickly show what it can look like as it goes all the way through the process of being negotiated all the way through acceptance. So I received an offer on this listing that we already negotiated back and forth all the way up until acceptance. So you can see kind of how it will go back and forth here with this was the initial offer. This is a message sent back. Here was a counter offer from the listing agent. You can see the documentation here. Looks like the buyer probably amended their offer here, came up a little bit in price, and it kind of just went all the way until the offer was accepted. And one nice thing is this offer status field here. It always updates with the offer status of what's going on with the offer. So when an offer is countered, this will say seller counter. When a buyer amends their offer, this will say buyer amended. It's accepted now, so this says accepted here. Also want to point out, you could go back to any stage in the communications back and forth and see this view terms button here, and it will always show you the terms at that point in the negotiation. So this was the original offer, and you could see it was countered and things like that back and forth a few times. But I could come back to the original offer and click view terms and see the original offer. Or I could go to the first time that it was countered and I could click view terms and see what the listing agent countered at. So it's nice just to have a nice audit trail there of all the communication back and forth in one spot. You could also rename any of the documents by clicking this little edit icon here. Sometimes that's nice when you're going back and forth with the same document and it's just called offer or purchase agreement, or it just says scan or something like that. You could actually update it so you know which version it is. Maybe when you get to the end you want to call it, final or full signatures or something like that, fully executed, whatever you want to call it. Just helps you keep track of what the different documents are as they go back and forth. Once you accept an offer as well, we populate this closing section. This is nice to help you just keep track of some important details of the closing. Both of the agents have access to this, so it'll be seen on the listing agent and buyer's agent side. We pull in some information from the accepted offer. We also allow you to add commission amounts here, dates like the contingency removal date, and then down below, both agents are able to pull from their contacts section and add various parties that are going to be involved with the transaction. So as a list agent, maybe I would probably add the title person here from my contacts. But like I said, the buyer agent will be able to come in and click on this magnifying glass as well as myself and see their contact information. So this just saves a little bit of time, not having to share information back and forth via email. You can just come put it in here and everybody will know who's involved with the closing of this property. If I want to go back out to my list of listings again, I want to show one more nice feature. When you have multiple offers on a property, such as this Beach Street, and they're sitting here in your list of offers, so this listing had 3 offers on it, you have certain things that you can do. You can negotiate each offer individually, but if you want to do things in bulk, we have this bulk actions feature over here where you can send messages to all the buyer agents that have submitted offers on the property at one time. You could reject them in bulk, or you could request a highest and best by a certain date. So you can see this one is in highest and best request status, meaning that we have done that. We had 3 offers on this property. Our seller decided to set out a highest and best by a certain date. So you could just check which ones you want to send to, select the action here. So sending a highest and best request is super simple. You just click from the calendar and hit request highest and best. And it's going to send an individual message to each buyer agent, so they're not going to see the other agents that you're sending the message to as well. This is also nice when you accept an offer and you need to reject multiple offers at one time. Instead of coming in and having to send an individual rejection email to each one of them, you could just come in here and reject offers all at once. Type whatever message you want or use our default text and then hit reject offer, and each agent will get a rejection notification. So that's just another nice time-saving feature of the program. I think we'll probably wrap things up here. I think we covered everything pretty well. Should give you a good idea of the process of negotiating your offers through our platform. I want to thank you for watching, and we hope that you agree that this will allow you to negotiate and manage your offers in a much more efficient and organized manner.